Good morning, everybody. We are going to be reading our sixth habit of Happy Kids today, and it is called Sophie and the Perfect Poem. I wonder, can anything be perfect? At school one day, Mrs. Hoot said, "Class, I'm going to pair you up with a partner and have you write a poem to share with the class one week." "I hope I get Lily as my partner," Sophie thought. "Lily, you will be with Pokey. Allie, you will be with Sammy. Goob and Jumper, you'll be working together. And Sophie and Biff," said Mrs. Hoot. Sophie couldn't believe it. She didn't want to be partners with Biff. Biff was mean, kind of scary. "Gee, Sophie, sorry you got Biff," said Tagalong Allie. "Yeah," said Jumper. "It's a real bummer." "I'm probably going to have to write it all by myself," said Sophie. "It has to be perfect." The next day, Mrs. Hoot gave everyone time to meet with their partner. Sophie and Biff got together in the corner right by the fish tank. "I think we should write a poem about the sun, moon, and stars," said Sophie. "That's not smart," said Biff. "I think we should write a poem about trees, wind, and water." Sophie sighed. Oh, this was going to be even harder than she thought. Sophie decided to talk to Mrs. Hoot. "Can I please have a different partner? Biff isn't very nice. He doesn't have very respectable ideas." "Oh, my dear Sophie, if you get to know him, you'll find out Biff is really nice and he's got lots of good ideas, just like you," said Mrs. Hoot. "I'm sure you can come up with a poem that you both are proud of. Just open your eyes." Sophie agreed she would give it a try. So Biff and Sophie started working on their poem. "What do you like about trees?" asked Sophie. "You can use them to make beaver dams. My dad made one that took him 6 months and I got to help." "Oh, that's cool," thought Sophie. "Also, I like the sun, the moon, and stars and all that stuff too," said Biff. "You do?" said Sophie. "Well, maybe we could put our ideas together." And they got to work. Over the next few days, Sophie and Biff hardly took a break. The big day arrived. It was time for everyone to share their poems. Goob and Jumper got in front of the class and read their poem first. "Our poem is called Bugs and Basketballs. Here goes," said Goob. "Basketballs and little bugs everywhere you look. Little bugs and basketballs, see them in a book. If I had an ant, I would hide him in a plant. If I had a ball, I would bounce it off the wall. That would be real fun. Too bad this poem is done." "Well done," said Mrs. Hoot. "That was, interesting." Next up was Sophie and Biff. They nervously read their poem, and Sophie stood proudly by. "Our poem is called Open Your Eyes." "I opened my eyes, and what did I see? The sun, the moon, the stars, and the trees. I opened my ears, and what did I hear? A gentle breeze on the water clear. I opened my heart, and what did I find? An awesome new friend and a wonderful time." Biff and Sophie gave each other a high five, and the whole class cheered. "Well, ruffle my feathers," said Mrs. Hoot. "That was perfect." "Wow, Sophie, your poem was really, really good," said Tagalong Allie. "I guess Biff wasn't so bad after all." "Hey, everyone, let's play soccer," called Jumper. "Great," said Sophie. "Biff, are you coming too?" So some things to talk about with your family or just think about was, why didn't Sophie want to work with Biff to start? And what did Sophie want to include in her poem, and what did Biff want to include in his poem? How did they come together to work on the perfect poem? How did the rest of the Seven Oaks gang treat Biff in the end? Why do you think they changed the way they treated him at the beginning? And what do you think teamwork means? And why is it important to include others? Mrs. Howell really talks to you guys a lot about including others and making everyone feel special and part of the group. Think about why that is so important. So, hope you guys have a great Monday. See you soon.